Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to my networking presentation. This is going to discuss why networking is important inside and outside of the workplace. Many of us wonder, we hear the word networking, but we don't always associate it with this big term that umbrellas all of the ways that we can network. And a lot of us are introverted. Not everyone. We have our extroverts, and a lot of us introverted people, including myself, we tend to downplay the importance of networking. So we're here today to say why networking is important, where we can accomplish networking, and to kind of give us an idea of what networking is inside and outside of the workplace. Networking is building relationships with other companies, coworkers, in your community. Networking is making and creating success for yourself as a professional that can benefit you in your future career endeavors. Networking is also finding other people with different, diverse knowledge in many different subject matters. We network on websites. We can network in person. We can network over email. We can network at different types of meetings. Networking is important because it not only makes your career better, it also enriches your life in a social way. In the lives of those around you, we all get to know one another, and we know someone who has a particular skill that can benefit us. And we may be able to exchange our knowledge with their knowledge. That way, there's a mutual benefit. What are good locations for networking? Vendor facilities and customer facilities are huge, especially when it comes to fostering that customer service environment. And it also helps both businesses grow. Meetings. Not only meetings outside of the workplace, but those inside of the workplace are beneficial to networking and to helping us do our own job better. Conferences and training. In conferences, we get to meet people from outside of our area that do something similar to what we do, use products similar to the ones that we use every day. And those conferences are also training at the same time, and there's so much knowledge that we can exchange back and forth and teach one another. Online networks, as I said before, you can network outside of the United States. You're not just networking locally, but you're networking worldwide. Coworkers. Every coworker contributes something to their workplace, and the more people you know and socialize with in your workplace, the better you are at your job. And then there's everyday life. We network in our everyday lives, and sometimes we don't even realize we're doing it. We see potential in someone else, and we can help enrich their lives in that same way. Why are the vendor facilities essential places for networking? You communicate with people who you already have a relationship with to learn more about what resources their company can offer to kind of help you do your job more efficiently or help your process run more smoothly. Vendors who supply your products are able to put a face to a name when they see you. They can recommend others who have questions and refer them to you. That creates more networking, which makes you more successful. And you're also doing business with companies who have various types of knowledge. These relationships open up more opportunities for you to become successful. Other companies may show interest in you for the knowledge that you have. And that may create a good future career for yourself. Customers and clients. Why are they great places for networking in their facilities? Why is that? Well, customers often depend on their vendors to be able to make their jobs easier. And when you have a more open relationship with your vendors, the vendor tends to give the customer better recommendation on products and also keep an eye out for something when they remember you and can associate you with their everyday tasks that they do to help your company. Customers see the good work ethic and service that comes from their vendors. And this helps make the business that you work for more successful. That success helps your company's reputation, which in turn attracts more business. So when you go into a customer, when you are with your customers and you go into their facilities and you socialize with them and you see what it is they need from you and you care about their needs and you go out of your way for them, that brings in more revenue. That revenue benefits everyone within the company. So you're not only networking for self-interest, but you're networking for the interests of everyone involved in your business. What makes meetings a great place for networking? Like I said before, meetings are not just held to something outside of work. Meetings are great for networking because often we are busy in the workplace and we don't get to know everyone. We don't get to meet everyone. We don't get to understand what everyone's job function is. And when a client calls you and you're trying to provide them good customer service and you don't understand what they're trying to ask, or you don't have the knowledge to answer the question, you do know someone who can answer that question because you've created that relationship through networking. And we also get to get that appreciation for other people who do different things in the workplace. Networking our job helps make us more successful by creating professional relationships with our coworkers that turn into social relationships, and the relationships foster a teamwork environment. Conferences and trainings give us access to people with a diversity of knowledge. Networking with professionals who do the same things you do make you better at your job. And when you run into a difficult situation, because we all in the workplace haven't experienced every situation. There are so many different situations that we run into every day that we're like, maybe we could ask someone, or maybe we could use their knowledge more. And conferences also allow us to show what we know. That way we can show people that we are interested in what they are doing, and that we relate to them. Networking also leads to more and better business opportunities. A company who creates a product may create one that makes another company's process work more efficiently. A company creates a product, but then networks with someone who may have ideas that can help your process go more smoothly. Online networks. We take for granted those networks that are online that actually allow for us to do the networking. LinkedIn is a great example of one that I specifically love to use. And you're meeting professionals with a diversity of backgrounds. You have these free workplace videos that you can watch and articles that you can read. And those articles help you relate to people who experience or have similar experiences as you in the workplace. Their knowledge can enrich your workplace experience. Indeed allows you to review resumes from a large amount of people looking for jobs. That in turn helps you fill openings, which helps your company run more smoothly, which in turn helps revenue. Facebook. You get to see business pages on Facebook. Facebook is typically associated with a more social type of outside of work aspect, but Facebook has also started becoming business geared in that they create pages for their business. That way the consumer, client, customer, whomever has a better idea of what they're going to experience before they get there. A lot of us don't like to go out when we're somewhere that we're not sure that they're going to have on the menu what we like, or we're not sure they're going to make the product that we like, or we're not sure it's going to be as durable as we would like. We have that ability to network on Facebook and find out about that business and network with other people who've used those products or experienced that place. Also, we take for granted that networking only happens outside of the workplace, and that is wrong. Networking does happen. It happens outside, not just in the workplace, but outside of it. Networking can happen in our daily lives, and we don't always recognize it. That lady, like I said earlier, working in Starbucks, who is a master of customer service, she's quick. She goes out of her way to make sure that your experience is great and your items are correct. You look at her and you think, wow, she has great customer service potential. I wonder if she's a good fit for openings within our company. networking turns into this great big circle that benefits us all. It benefits our work life and our social lives. And networking, I don't think is something that we all give enough attention to, but it is important. So I hope our meeting and presentation today provided you with knowledge on networking and what networking was, and where we can accomplish networking, and also how networking is beneficial with the more skill and the opportunity and the diversity of subject matter experts that we have when we all share our knowledge and skills. Networking is good for everyone. And I would like to thank everyone for attending my presentation on networking this evening. And if you have questions, always feel free to ask.